Well, I just have to mention one thing. I don't believe in the tooth fairy, the Easter bunny, and I don't believe in the IPMC.
Aww.
I was a professional builder for 40 years of my life, and I worked in some major cities for many, many, many decades of my life. And I have seen this coming for a long time. One of the reasons why I ended up retiring out here is because I wanted to get away from all that kind of stuff. So I don't know who wants the IPMC, but I have met one person that does. It's like, why would we vote for more government layered on top of the already too much government that we have to begin with? I pay my property taxes. I keep my property maintained and safe. But also, I accept the fact that maybe some of my neighbors might have some stuff. But that's why I moved here. I accepted that before I came here. And I think that's my whole point, is like, before you move to a place and start complaining, check it out and accept where you're going. Or go back to where you started from and pay more taxes and HOA fees. And when I read this IPMC, it's nothing but a big, giant HOA. And they've been trying to ram this stuff down our throats for a long time in the bigger communities, and I don't want it, and I don't think anybody else out here wants it either. So I oppose it, adamantly oppose the IPMC.
Thank you. Sam, do we have anybody on the phone, please?
Yes, Chair, the caller is unmuted. Please speak and spell your name for the record.
Hi, this is Paula Thompson, Thompson. I do just want to add my voice and to be on record as opposing the entire document of the IPMC. As we all know, Pahrump, as well as the entire Nye County, is a very special and unique place that we get to call home. We have great people that live here, and many who are our most vulnerable, which are the elderly. We've had issues with our code enforcement forcing people off their property because they don't have stick homes, even though their RVs are attached to and hooked up properly to water, sewer, and the power. So we just don't need any more overreach of our government, which has been stated before. You know, if those that want to live in an HOA, good for them. Go. There's plenty of them that you can go and choose from. But for the rest of us, just leave our private property alone, leave us alone, and reject and get rid of the entire IPMC. Thank you.
Thank you. Come on down and Pahrump, please.
No, you love my face.
Of course we do.
Lorraine Gilbert, Gilbert. 2 years ago, I chose to come out here. We all know, and I'm not going to get there, I can't live on my property. Fortunately, I have an amazing landlord. He has chickens, 2 lots over from where I rent. I love waking up in the morning and hearing the chickens over here and the turkeys over here and everything just going crazy. If you're in my neighborhood at 4 o'clock in the morning, you get this beautiful country sound. I purposely go out with my coffee. And my neighbor right across the street runs a full construction company. We got big rigs in a residential area. The boys all know me. They go, Miss Lorraine, where's our coffee today? I don't want to see that change. Saturday and Sunday, I had to go to Vegas. Oh, no, don't send me to Vegas. I got to the last gas station coming home on Blue Diamond. I went, I'm almost home. I lived 4 years, 8 months in an HOA in Vegas as a rental. I don't want to see that happen here. I don't want my poor landlord to get code and compliance because I'm down sick as a dog, so sick I can't even teach Sunday school for 3 days, and my doggy did his little business, and the next day I get out there, but he gets code and compliance because I didn't pick up after my dog. I love the sunrises. I love the sunsets. I appreciate the ability that I have out here. I love that I live in a community where I can go to any grocery store and somebody goes, hey Lorraine, how are you? Hug, hug, hug. I can run into somebody on the county commission, when I'm out with friends having a drink or getting breakfast. It's nice just to live in a county where everybody knows everybody. I appreciate that my neighbors tell me, Lorraine, we're going to be gone for 4 days. Here's our house key. Will you watch our house? That wouldn't happen in Vegas. Let's not let it happen here. We are a community that cares about each other. There is safety in knowing your neighbors, but you know, my neighbor gets drunk, she runs into my fence. I say, hey dude, you hit my fence. You gonna pay for it? No, he gets mad. He code and compliance is my landlord. Let's not do that.
Thank you for that. I just want to point out real quickly before you go, Ms. Rob, that code enforcement does not come out unless somebody files a complaint. They do not go if they pass past the biggest dung heap they could find. They would not take it upon themselves to write it up without a complaint from someone else. Anyway, go ahead.
Patricia Robb, ROB. I just want to say ditto to everything everyone here has said. I did have something I wanted to read and say, but there's no use in doing that since you've already pretty much understand the issue, and I thank you for that very much so. I believe in standing up for people's rights. I believe in standing up for what's fair and just, and I do a lot of research. I am just thankful for our town and for the county, and I keep hoping that there will be some progress made in the right direction for these things. And again, I thank you for what I believe is your decision on this IPMC by saying no to it. I also feel kind of compelled to say something since you just mentioned code violations being filed by someone. If people have a code violation, I suggest that they get to know their neighbor. Maybe they don't like what their neighbor is doing, or maybe they don't like what is on their neighbor's lot. Maybe that neighbor needs some help, and your help may be just what they need. Or if you already have a complaint with your neighbor, let's do the nice rural thing and say, hey, hi. If you don't feel you can say hi, send a letter, send a note or something. Bring some cookies at a holiday. Get to know your neighbors so you guys like each other instead of being grumpy. This is just something that I think people overstep and start complaining when there's really no need for a complaint. It could be fixed by being neighborly. That's all.
Thank you. If you're here on a break, Patricia, get with me. If you're here for our next break, I need to talk to you. Come on down, Mr. Jim.
I tried that. Then you accused me of eating his cat.
Eddie Jim, J-I-M. J-I-M is the last name. That is my last name. This IPMC, it seems like a lot of trouble. It's basically an HOA on steroids, like somebody said. And I just come up here to say I backed a lot of the people here that spoke today that is against this. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Sam, do we have anybody on the phone, please? Eventually, we're going to vote on this.
As chair, the caller is unmuted. Please speak and spell your name for the record.
Hello, my name is Stephen Warren, W-A-R-R-E-N. It's good to hear that it sounds like y'all are going to strike this down. That's very nice. Someone earlier spoke about health and safety, and that's part of the reasoning for doing this, and that part of what you included in that was that you have to have a licensed contractor to do anything on your property, and I think that's ridiculous. I mean, if you're following code, come on, people. But when it comes to the IPMC, I mean, all this should be struck down. Against the Fourth Amendment, other people have noticed that, so it's glad to see that people did their due diligence and read, I mean, it was a 67-page packet. I read the whole thing over the weekend just to see what was going on, you know, and it's definitely an overreach. I heard one of the commissioners up there saying he doesn't remember if he voted yay or nay on this, but I hope it was a nay. Other than that, y'all have a good day, and thanks for letting me speak.
Thank you, sir. Come on down and pro, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Sanders, S-A-N-D-E-R-S. I understand you all agree that this is not a good bill. I also understand that this is just to fix the typos, that this isn't, that isn't that what this is for, is to fix the typos?
Part of it.
Okay, so when is it that you guys will vote on whether or not we rescind it? That's today? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Sam, do we have anybody else in comments?
No, Chair.
We're going to close public comment.
Commissioner.
Oh. Wait, who? He already spoke.
May I speak one more?
You already spoke, sir. I apologize.
Chair, I'd like to address
Go, please.
a couple of things. This shape was from. The Commissioner Bain had asked where this originated from, and a couple other people. It actually was adopted originally in 2006, or I'm sorry, 2007. It was a 2006 IPMC, and at one point it came forward and it was updated to the 2015 IPMC, and then in 2019 it was updated to the 2018 IPMC with all of the other things. It originated before any of us sitting here were here, regardless of trying to turn things into hype. But upholding codes, yes, I did commit to do, and it was adopted by the board way back in 2006. The other thing was...
Thank you for the clarity.
The other thing is, my understanding is you cannot vote today as written to repeal it, but what the recommendation would be to motion to reject this bill and request that a bill come back that would actually repeal the IPMC out of, because this is embedded with building codes, plumbing codes, mechanical codes, all the other codes.
Whatever we need to do to get what needs done.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion to reject.
Mr. Chairman, I have a quick question before we make motions.
2509.
Yeah, go ahead and finish your motion, and I'd like to speak.
Is there a second? Can I restate? Chair, I'd like to make a motion to reject Nye County Bill 2025-09. Can I second that, Chair?
1 second.
We have a motion and 2 seconds. Mr.
I just want, I mean, it was 2019 you clarified, so 2 members up here, how did they vote on that? Both of them don't remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember how you voted? Do you remember how you voted?
What did that have to do with today?
I don't know, because you're against it, and I just want to know. Commissioner Strickland, how did you vote for it in 2019?
Motion on the floor and a second or 2.
I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Go
Thank you.
back to the, we're going to call for the vote. Thank you.
Aye.
Aye.
Oskovich, aye.
What is aye?
Or is aye. Bain is aye. That carries 5-0. Thank you all for your patience on that. Now, where the hell are we?
Can we clap now? Can we please clap?
Yes, let's take 10 minutes. Thank you all.
I think I know who wins in this situation. You gotta put a big building on your property, put everything in, and then they got your taxes. That's probably who wins. But I gotta go because I gotta drive into the sun. But I still, they're not gonna pass it. They really aren't now because of their typos.
See, Brett White, keep going because that's a state check.
Right, but I think they want to raise our taxes and have more money by making us put buildings up for big houses. What was that? Are you gonna? Where's Dora?
She's at home.
Is she gonna? Yeah, I got on mine at home alone too.
Yeah.
After seeing that movie, you don't know what's gonna happen there. Yeah, I gotta run though, but let me know.
It was defeated.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you? Good. How's your arm? What'd you do, shoulder or?
Rotator cuff. Both sides. This is done, this one's done. Remember when they got rear ended by the
How you doing? All right. Is this from?
Can I check your phone call, please?
Oh yeah, I've still got 4 surgeries.
You gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.